Yo, what's up, guys? It's me, Zayo here, and we're here with the latest structure deck, Albaz Strike. This is really exciting. A lot of good cards in here, and even a playable archetype, the Albaz stuff, along with the amazing reprints. So, I mean, this is the best structure deck that's gonna be here for a while. I mean, I beat Cyber Strike, which was like the last one I remember that was actually good. So, I mean, if you beat Cyber Strike, then we can't go down from here. So, let's get into the opening and see what's inside. Alright guys, so Albaz, I know, you know, at first people were like, when Albaz first came out, the Fallen of Albaz, people were like, oh, he's whatever, you know, he's a whatever card. But then he started to get more support, like this, and then the announcement of the structure deck, and then the OCG got it before us, and then look where this deck is at now. A lot of people are playing it. Oh, look at that. Tri-Brigade Mercurier. Let's get this thing open real quick. But of course there's no flap for me to open, so I gotta open it the long way. Alright, that took forever to get open, but here we have our first monster, Tri-Brigade Mercurier. I don't know why this is on front, but you know, whatever. It's a pretty good card. I mean, let's check it out. When your opponent activates a monster effect while you control a fusion monster that mentions Fallen of Albaz, quick effect, you can send this card from your hand or face-up field to the graveyard, negate that effect. Hey, it's a hand trap, so honestly, if you somehow get to like Albion, you'll be able to protect it with Mercurier from like Effect Veiler and Imperm when you try and go for Mirror Jade. I think is the main part of this, and also lets you add a few free things when this card gets banished too. So that's pretty nice actually. Spriggan's Kit, awesome. Look at these cards. It looks so good here. Let me get that shine in. If you have a fusion monster that mentions Fallen of Albaz's material on your field or in your graveyard, so that's pretty cool too. You can special summon this, free special summon, and if it's special summoned or normaled, you can add to your hand one branded spell or trap that is banished or in your deck or in the graveyard. Wow, that's I don't get why they didn't just say add it. Like they should have just said add it, don't even specify, cause that's amazing. But you do have to place one from hand to the bottom of the deck, so that's like, you know, just like any other Tri-Brigade card, but but it's a Spriggan instead. Some Sword Soul support, right? The golden Sword Soul. When a monster declares an attack, you can special summon this card from your hand, and if you do, negate that attack. Then, if you control a fusion monster that mentions Fallen of Albaz's material, you can destroy the monster that declared that attack. So another kind of like another hand trap in a sense. It's a little weird though. If a monster is banished face up, except during the damage step, you can banish this card from your field or graveyard. Special summon one light spellcaster from your hand or graveyard whose attack equals its own defense. So I think Ecclesia fits that criteria. I'll probably put up on the screen if it does, but I'm pretty sure it does. I think both versions are both 15-15, I want to say. I don't remember off the top of my head though. And here we go. First boss monster here, Mirror Jade, the Ice Blade Dragon. Amazing card here. Fallen of Albaz +1 extra deck monster essentially, except Pendulum. You can only control one Mirror Jade, okay. And then once per turn, quick effect, you can send one fusion monster from your extra deck to the graveyard that mentions Fallen of Albaz's material. Banish one monster on the field. Also, this card cannot use this effect next turn. So I guess it's like every other turn you can use it. It's kind of weird, but it kind of makes sense. It is still strong, still a very strong card, even if it doesn't have that. If this fusion summon card in its owner's control leaves the field because of an opponent's card, you can destroy all monsters your opponent controls during the end phase of this turn. So pretty good, very easy to get out, honestly, and a super poly target too, for literally any to remove any extra deck monster on the board, so pretty cool. Then Lubellion. I think Lubellion is pretty much like Albion, just kind of different use. Dark Monster and Fallen of Albaz, pretty easy materials there. If this card is fusion summoned, you can discard one, fusion summon one level 8 or lower fusion monster from your extra deck, except Lubellion, by shuffling the materials on it from deck or field or graveyard or banish. So that's pretty good actually. So So I guess you would probably always go for like Albion first, and then you go for Lubilion kind of in the grind game. That's what it looks like. For the rest of the turn, you can't attack. Oh, just, yeah, for the rest of the turn, this card, oh, this card cannot attack, okay. Also, you cannot special summon monsters from the extra deck except fusion monsters. Okay, just for the rest of the turn, so maybe probably get some stuff happening there, but then branded fusion, guys. Oh no, this one card combo starter, come on. Fusion summon one fusion monster that mentions Fallen Albaz material from your extra deck using 2 monsters from your hand, deck, or field as fusion materials. So it's interesting that they added also from field, because that makes it even stronger, because like now you have like no fear of normal summoning one of your materials you want to use or something like that. So that's pretty cool. Also, you cannot special summon monsters from the extra deck except fusion monsters the turn you activate this card. So it was kind of like Red Eyes Fusion in a sense, but less restrictive. You can still fusion summon, so just remember that. Don't try and do any link summoning if this gets like Ash or something, because you still can't, because it says the turn you activate. So that's something important to keep track of. Branded Sword, okay. Banish any number of branded spells or traps from your graveyard. Special summon that many Ice Blade tokens. You can banish this card from your graveyard, then target one of your banished monsters that is Fallen Albaz or mentions it. Add that monster to your hand. So honestly, this card can kind of like set up for game in a weird way. But yeah, it's basically just a token generator, I guess. Level 8 tokens. Now how useful that is, I have no idea. Like, that sounds cool, but it's a trap card too, so I don't know. Branded Retribution. When a spell, trap card, or monster effect is activated that includes an effect that special summons a monster, return to the extra deck one face-up monster you control, or 2 fusion monsters in your graveyard. Okay, that makes it easier. That mentions Fallen Albaz. If you do, negate the activation, and if you do that, destroy that card. So kind of like a solemn warning, I want to say. Yeah, but I don't think it does inherent summons. I don't know. I guess some people hate that terminology, but inherent summons, it doesn't do that from what it looks like. It has to be an activating effect. And also lets you lets you add back a card the next turn, because you can only use one of the effects. So actually, this is a pretty good card. I see this one having use. Let's go. Fallen Albaz, the boy, in common. I don't think you even need to read this. We have Albion now. Pretty good. Although, yeah, I don't know. Fleur? You'll probably be playing Fleur in like kind of like a budget version of this deck. It's literally just free damage. So that's pretty good. Also, it's a light. Red Eyes, Darkness Metal. Not sure why he's quite in here. Actually, I'm trying to remember. Hold on. Give me a second. I gotta remember if this... Yeah, these all say you can't special summon from the extra deck. Besides fusion monsters. So this is... Yeah, so you can still do all this fun stuff. Levianeer, pretty good in the common. Actually, this is like a haven for like Dragon Link players, because you were getting all like good stuff. I mean, unless not these guys are cheap, but like Safer, Stardew Safer, he was going like $15, guys, for his lowest rarity. Keeper of Dragon Magic, not too useful, but you might play him in like a budget build. Ghost Ogre, huge, along with Effect Veiler, also huge. And the Omni Dragon Brotar. I was not playing this card before because I didn't have it, but now I'm going to experiment it with my Dragon Link deck too. Branded Lost. I think this is one of the newer cards too. Pretty much the activation of your cards that include an effect special to fusion summon cannot be negated. Also, your opponent cannot activate cards or effects when a monster is fusion summoned this way. So it's basically like Magical Meltdown, except slightly worse because you know, it doesn't add a 1-card normal summon starter, but it adds a Fallen Albaz if you fusion summon, or a monster that mentions it. So honestly, you could do this, and I guess if you like branded fusion, you'll be able to go, I think, Chainlink 1. If you make Albion, you can go like Chainlink 1 Albion, Chainlink 2 Branded Lost, add one of the hand trap monsters maybe. So maybe that blocks it off of like getting Belled or something like that. You can still get like Veiler, but you know. Branded and White. Oh wait, no. Wait, what am I saying? Branded and Lost. Yeah, you can't activate. So actually, wow. they can't stop Albion if you have this up. That's something to think about. You actually, yeah, you get to Mirror Jade uninterrupted with this card. If they don't Ash the Branded Fusion. Okay, that's something to keep in mind. Make sure you guys read your cards. Branded and White, pretty good, just, you know, fusion from Graveyard. Branded Bond, pretty cool. Then a Fusion Gate, nostalgic card. A bunch of fusion cards. None of them too good. Gold Sark, I think, was there a card? I think there was a card that said something if it was banished that you could do something. So that's why Gold Sark is in here. I think it was like Mercurier. It's one of those, I don't remember. Called X-Chef, nice reprint. It just got reprinted though. Called by the Grave. Gotta hit that DPE. Dark Ruler no more. That's what I'm talking about, guys. Come on. Screams of the Branded, pretty standard. Nothing too crazy there. Judgment of the Branded. Basically like a kind of like a Sword Soul Blackout, but not really. Necro Fusion back to the front. Warning Point. Yeah, so like basically getting 3 of this, you'll get like enough to make a whole deck with just everything you need. Like a lot of good side deck cards right here. D-Barrier, there can be only one. Waking the Dragon, pretty funny. I'm not gonna lie. Titanic Cloud, really good card to dump off of you know, off of the Mirror Jade to get a free Dogmatica card and get that play started too. Brigand here, Sprind. Actually, I haven't really read Sprind. What does this do? During your main phase, you can move this card you control to another of your main monster zones. Then you can destroy all other face-up cards in this card's column. Okay. During the end phase, if this card is in the graveyard because it was sent there this turn, you can add to your hand or special summon 1 Springans or Fallen of Albaz. Okay. So basically the same stuff. And this guy will be very good. You definitely want to play at least two of this card. So keep an eye out for this card. You're going to be using this card a bunch, actually. And then we have our tokens. Albaz the Shrouded, Ecclesia the Exiled, just awesome. Tri Brigade. Too bad these aren't hollows, or like, too bad they didn't do it like the Charmer deck, where like you get one of them as hollow. I would have preferred that to at least get these as hollow, but nonetheless, still awesome cards here. Alright guys, that is the deck. This is best structure deck of 2022 already. No need to think about any other ones. And if they do make a better one than this one, then I'm fine with eating my words, because like good structure decks are awesome. Always amazing to have good structure decks. So guys, that's gonna be it for the Albaz Strike. Let me know what you guys think. This deck's awesome. I'm definitely gonna be trying like a budget build. I wasn't able to get 3, only able to get 2. So be on the lookout for that later. I'll try and see what I can do with 3 structure decks and like $10 added on again, kind of like the Cyber Dragon budget deck. But we'll see what we can do here. And that's gonna be it for me, guys. So peace out.